Hey, what's going on, guys? Goose here, man. Coming back at your video. And before I get started, if you're new, make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all that mumbo jumbo, and it's finally here. So college football, uh, kicked off this past weekend. Had some games. Nebraska and Northwestern was an intriguing game. It was pretty good, but this is when everybody else starts playing week one. And LSU Florida State will play Sunday evening from the Caesars Superdome. As Florida State's already had a game. They beat this game 47-7 Saturday. As they're very impressive. They ran the ball for 400 yards. Florida State they probably going to be a little better than they were last year. So Norvell had a tough rebuild for Florida State, but I expect Florida State to be much better this year and than they were last year. I expect LSU to be better than they were the last 2 years. So I got two teams that are really trying to find their way and trying to just get back to what they once were. Get back to what they once were. So look, LSU is not named their starting quarterback yet publicly, although Brian Kelly did say in his presser today that the team knows who it is, but the public's not going to know who it is until Sunday evening. So will it be Jaden Daniels? Will it be Garrett Nussmeier? In my opinion, it's going to be Jaden Daniels. In my opinion, but just take it with a grain of salt. So look, they're pretty much playing in a home game in New Orleans. It's kind of hard just to know what's going to happen because it's a whole new coaching staff, whole new philosophy than the past 2 seasons, which has been the last 2 years have just been pathetic for LSU football. No leadership whatsoever from the head coach. So it's good to have a coach that's going to have his good head on his shoulders. He's not going to be chasing other things. Anyway, so look, LSU. I mean, look, they got to get the ball. They got a lot of talent on this football team. They got Keishawn Butte. They got Jack Bash. That's two receivers. Brian Thomas. I mean, they got LSU does have a very good receiving core, and they just got to get the ball to them. Mason Taylor, freshman tight ends, getting a lot of rave reviews in camp. I'm excited to see him and what he can do offensively. Defensively, LSU might have one of the better defensive line in the SEC. Potentially. A lot of good players up front. Ali Gay. They got Mason Smith, B.J. Ojolari. So a lot of guys that a lot of potential, but they really haven't. They never really met their full potential the last few years, just mainly because of who was coaching them and the game plan that they defensively they had the last 2 years, which was really pathetic. So hopefully, hope the new defensive corner House will come in and I want to see a defense that can actually play a full game without having lapses in the secondary, time in, time out every game. So hopefully that doesn't happen this week coming up. We have lapses. I don't expect it to because I think the adults are in charge now. The kids not running the show, but I'm just really curious to see who comes out and plays quarterback and how well they play, because LSU does have a lot of talent in the receiving core, but got to get the ball. You got to get the ball to them, and also how's the offensive line going to do? We're going to have a new center this year. So LSU. Let me look up real quick here. Yeah, Will Campbell's at left tackle, Miles Frazier's at left guard, Dellinger's at center, Anthony Bradford's at right guard, and Cam Wire's at right tackle. So there are some a new center because the other center graduated, but he's a big part of the offense. He has to point out the blocking schemes and all that. So curious to see how Dellinger how he molds into the role of being the center for LSU. So I'm really pumped to see what happens Sunday. It's really an unknown. Yeah, I don't really know what kind of offense they're going to run. Not really sure. I'm pretty sure it's not. If you're expecting the Joe Burrow kind of spread offense, you're not going to get that. with Brian Kelly, but you might, I don't think you're going to get the Les Miles 3 yards and cloud of dust either, but you might get something, in the middle between that, which is fine. You got to run the football, and you got to throw the football. You got to be balanced. You can't just be one-dimensional in football. So I'm really curious to see what happens Sunday night. I'll be live for that game, live here on YouTube, so make sure you pop on in. So Tigers, Seminoles, Sunday night. What do y'all guys think is going to happen? I think LSU's going to win, but I think it's going to be close. I think LSU will probably win by 10 points. I'll say 10 points. I think this will be a very, very, very competitive football game. I'll be surprised if LSU gets blown out or if LSU blows out Florida State. I'll be very surprised if that happens. So give me LSU in a close game, and I'll see you guys later.